There's a call everyone hears, a whisper urging you to seek more, to test your limits, to step beyond the familiar and into the extraordinary. It's a quiet voice, but persistent, echoing in the back of your mind until you can't ignore it any longer. For me, that call was Brazil, a land where wild nature meets vibrant spirit, where the boundaries between civilization and wilderness blur in the most beautiful ways. Brazil is a place that promises adventure at every turn, a country that pulses with life and energy. I dreamed of rainforests so dense they seemed endless, waterfalls thundering into hidden pools, and cities alive with music, color, and movement. The images in my mind were vivid: untamed rivers, towering trees, and the electric buzz of urban nights. This wasn't a vacation, it was a challenge, an expedition into the unknown, inside and out. Preparation was everything. I knew I'd have to be ready for anything, both physically and mentally, because Brazil would demand it. I studied maps late into the night, learned about the environment, the climate, the wildlife. I packed only the essentials, stripping away anything unnecessary, determined to travel light and move fast. Anticipation buzzed through me, mingled with fear, a healthy respect for the unknown. My heart raced with excitement, but there was also a quiet anxiety, a sense that I was about to step into a world that would test me in ways I couldn't yet imagine. But courage is moving forward despite fear. It's about taking that first step, even when you're not sure where the path will lead, trusting that you'll find your way. My journey began in my mind long before my feet touched Brazilian soil. I visualized the Amazon's thick humidity clinging to my skin, the dizzying heights of Rio's mountains, and the infectious energy of its people. I imagined the taste of tropical fruit, the rhythm of samba, the endless possibilities. Mental readiness is as vital as physical strength. I trained my body, but I also prepared my mind, learning to stay calm, to adapt, to embrace whatever came my way. Brazil would test me, change me, and I was ready. I felt a surge of determination, a sense that I was about to discover something new about the world, and about myself. Landing in Brazil felt like stepping into another world. Thick air, new smells, a symphony of sounds. The air was heavy with promise, and every sense was immediately awakened. The adventure had begun, there was no turning back. Each step forward was a step into the unknown, and I welcomed it with open arms. Every sense was heightened, every nerve alive with excitement. The colors seemed brighter, the sounds sharper, the world more alive than ever before. I was a stranger in a vast land, armed with training, gear, and an unshakable will. The scale of Brazil was humbling, but I felt ready to meet it head-on. The whisper of the wild was now a roar, calling me deeper, daring me to explore further, to lose myself and find myself all at once. I ran headfirst into its embrace, ready for whatever lay ahead, knowing that this journey would shape me in ways I could never have predicted. My first stop was Rio de Janeiro, a city of contrasts where gleaming skyscrapers rise beside sprawling favelas, and every street tells a story of resilience and hope. Here, lush green mountains seem to burst straight from the Atlantic, their peaks watching over the city as the ocean sparkles below. The energy is electric, alive in the rhythm of samba echoing through the streets, in the laughter of locals, and in the spontaneous celebrations that seem to erupt on every corner. My mission was clear: to understand, to navigate, and to learn from Rio's unbreakable spirit, a city that has weathered storms and still finds ways to shine. I walked for miles, letting my boots carry me through winding alleys and bustling boulevards, because there's no better way to truly know a place than to feel its pulse beneath your feet. The beaches were breathtaking: Copacabana and Ipanema, golden sands meeting turquoise waves. But it was the people who truly captivated me, playing football with fierce joy, dancing barefoot in the sand, living every moment with passion and pride. In Rio, community is everything. Neighbors become family, and every gathering is a celebration of togetherness. The glue that holds this vibrant city together through thick and thin. Navigating Rio required new skills, heightened awareness, trusting my instincts, and learning to read the city's ever-changing rhythm, where every block offers something unexpected. I ate at bustling food stalls, savoring flavors I'd never known, and listened to fishermen's stories by the waterfront, piecing together the soul of this place from every conversation and shared meal. Rio is a city of survivors, dreamers, artists, and fighters, each person adding their own color to the city's ever-evolving mural. The cariocas taught me to find joy in the simple things: a cup of coffee shared with friends, children's laughter echoing through the streets, and the warmth of a smile, no matter the challenge. This concrete jungle is more than just a city. It's a living testament to human endurance, creativity, and hope. For me, it was a powerful, unforgettable start to my Brazilian adventure. In any environment, a high vantage point is crucial. In Rio, that meant conquering Sugarloaf Mountain and Corcovado. The cable car up Sugarloaf revealed the city's geography: bay, beaches, forests, unfolding below. From the summit, I saw the city's layout, the favelas, the distant airport, a living map. Perspective brings clarity, letting you rise above chaos to see the bigger picture. Hiking through Tijuca Forest to Christ the Redeemer, the city's noise faded, replaced by jungle sounds. At the summit, the view was a 360-degree panorama, a lesson in balance and harmony. These mountains were teachers, showing me the importance of perspective. I'd seen the city's heart. Now I was ready for the true wilderness, the Amazon. Before the jungle, I stopped in Salvador, Brazil's soul. Here, Afro-Brazilian culture pulses in every street and building. The Pelourinho's rainbow colors and the hypnotic rhythms of Olodum drums filled the air. Music here is more than entertainment. It's resilience, heritage, and celebration. I visited capoeira schools, witnessing strength and grace born from struggle. Salvador taught me survival isn't just about food and water. It's about understanding and respecting culture. The people express their soul through art and music, carrying history with pride. With Salvador's rhythms in my heart, I was ready for the Amazon. I flew to Manaus, gateway to the Amazon, the world's largest rainforest. The air was thick, the scale overwhelming. My mission: travel deep, live off the land, learn its secrets. We left Manaus by riverboat, the city vanishing behind a wall of green. The river was wide, the forest dense and impenetrable. Civilization disappeared. Only the river and jungle remained. Out here, you rely on your skills and wits. The jungle is beautiful but unforgiving. Every plant and animal plays a role in survival. Our guide, a local, taught me to see the jungle as a provider, not an enemy. To survive, I had to work with the jungle, not against it. The real adventure was about to begin. We left the boat and entered the jungle on foot. Under the canopy, the world changed. Green light, deep shadows, tangled roots. Every step demanded focus. Mistakes could be costly. First priority, build shelter. Using local knowledge, we made a raised platform from palm fronds. The work was hard, the humidity draining, but creating a safe space from raw nature was deeply satisfying. Water was everywhere, but not always safe, so we found clean sources in vines. We foraged, set traps and fished for piranhas. Fresh fish over a fire tasted like victory. At night, the jungle's sounds were a reminder of both vulnerability and peace. The Amazon stripped away distractions, forcing me to live in the present. In its heart, I found clarity and calm I'd never known. The Amazon teems with life, seen and unseen. Spotting wildlife requires patience and blending in. At a clay lick, hundreds of parrots and macaws erupted in color and sound. We encountered giant river otters, curious and powerful, and watched a sloth move with slow determination. Not all encounters were safe. Caimans lurked, and jaguar tracks reminded us we weren't at the top of the food chain. Respect for these animals is essential. These moments, wildlife thriving in their world, were pure magic. The creatures of the Amazon are its guardians, their survival tied to the rainforest's fate. The Amazon's rivers are its lifeblood, our highways through the jungle. Paddling taught me about flow and resistance, when to push, when to let the current guide you. A sudden storm forced us to seek shelter, a raw reminder of nature's power. But the river also offered tranquility. Misty dawns, silent paddling, a deep connection to nature's rhythm. The river taught me stillness, observation, and the value of working with nature, not against it. As we turned back toward civilization, I knew the river and jungle had changed me. Leaving Brazil was hard. Saying goodbye to Rio's majestic mountains, the vibrant rhythms of Salvador, and the untamed wildness of the Amazon felt like leaving a part of myself behind. Each place had become a chapter in my story, each moment a memory I knew I'd carry forever. But as I left, I realized I wasn't just taking souvenirs or snapshots. I was bringing home new knowledge, unforgettable memories, and a perspective forever changed by the people and places I'd encountered. The challenges I faced, navigating unfamiliar cities, trekking through dense rainforests, and pushing past my own limits, tested me in ways I never expected. They revealed a strength and resilience I never knew I had, and taught me to trust myself even when the path ahead was uncertain. Traveling through Brazil opened my eyes to a world far bigger and more beautiful than I ever imagined from the comfort of home. The sheer diversity of landscapes, cultures, and experiences was humbling. The warmth and kindness of Brazilians, whether city dwellers, fishermen, or jungle guides, reminded me that no matter where we come from, we share a common humanity. Their generosity and smiles made me feel welcome, even when I was far from home. But perhaps the greatest transformation happened within. Brazil stripped away the non-essential, revealing who I really am beneath the surface. In moments of solitude, I discovered a deeper sense of self and purpose. In the jungle's silence, surrounded by ancient trees and the gentle sounds of nature, I found clarity. I felt a profound connection to the earth and a peace I'd never known before. This adventure wasn't just about exploring new places. It was about discovering a new part of myself. Travel changes you in ways you can't predict. So what's your Brazil? What journey will help you grow? What adventure is calling you? Listen to that quiet whisper inside. Start planning, take the leap, and embrace the unknown. The first step is always the hardest, but it's also the most important. Push your boundaries, seek out new experiences, and challenge yourself to grow. The world is vast, full of wonders waiting for you to discover. Go find your own epic adventure, one that will test you, inspire you, and change you forever. Because when you step outside your comfort zone, you open the door to transformation. It will change your life in ways you never imagined. And if you want to see where the next adventure takes me, follow along. There's always a new horizon waiting. The journey is just beginning and the world is full of endless possibilities.